Welcome to Studio D on the campus of the University of Oklahoma. This is Sooner Sports Pad. And now, your host, Tori Johnson.
To make your Mondays a little brighter, Sooner Sports Pad's back from a very long off season. I'm joined with Josh Calloway and Lauren Linville. Guys, who else do we have on set with us today?
Yeah, we have members from the Baptist Collegiate Ministry here in the audience tonight, ready to get loud.
Yeah, they're fired up. They're ready to go because we have returning guest, men's golfer Riley Casey in the building. And later on in the show, Lauren and I will say who we think what NFL team is the best fit for Kyler Murray.
Plus, our very own Colin Kennedy recalls a special trip to the Big Apple.
The OU softball team started up their season this past weekend in the Grand Canyon University kickoff tournament. And per usual, they stay winning. Friday, they snagged a couple wins from Syracuse and Grand Canyon. In the win over Grand Canyon, the Sooners were scoreless until a 6-run explosion in the 5th inning. These runs proved to be more than enough for the Sooners because Giselle Juarez put an absolute show on the mound, allowing just 1 run in 4 innings. And Kaylee Clifton, yeah, she topped it off with the first home run of the season for the Sooners. It was a great start for those women. They went 5-0 for the weekend. Lauren, can you break down the rest of the games in the tournament?
Yeah, Tori, well, the rest of the weekend, the dominating didn't slow down at all. The ladies went on Saturday and wiped Charleston off the diamond in a 13-0 run rule win. Mariah Lopez threw 10 strikeouts, while Shay Knighton, Reagan Rogers, and Grace Green each had a homer. Then OU's offense continued rolling into Game 2 against Syracuse, and guess what? Another run rule victory, 9-1. Jocelyn Allo had a 3-for-3 performance alongside Rogers 2-for-2, who tacked on another home run for her for the day. And then they closed out the tournament yesterday for, you'll never guess it, another run rule victory. Again, this time against San Diego State, 9-0. I'll tell you, this team is unstoppable. I mean, it's the beginning of the season and they can't be stopped.
Oh, absolutely. From one really dominant team to a couple more, men's and women's gymnastics were in action this weekend. They both picked up victories, unsurprisingly, right? Men's gym went into Iowa City, took on the 9th-ranked Iowa Hawkeyes, handed them a beatdown, won 5 out of 6 team events and won all 6 individual events, complete domination. That's win number 108 in a row for the men's gym. Too easy for that squad. They'll be in Vegas for the Winter Cup up next. As for women's gym, they took a tight one against number 7 Denver yesterday, winning by less than half a point. Maggie Nichols did her thing, won 2 events, bars and beam. Freshman sensation Olivia Troutman won an event as well by taking the vault. Next up for them, they'll have the Perfect 10 Challenge in Oklahoma City at the Cost Convention Center. Just keep on winning, both teams.
Yeah, these spring sports are doing really well so far.
Both gym teams just never lose.
Yeah, like you said, both gymnastics teams are very elite, but our Sports Pad's Madeline Roberts got to catch up with one member of the women's team. It's the freshman phenom, Olivia Troutman. Let's hand it over to her for a Mad Minute.
Hi, welcome to Madeline's Minute. I'm Madeline Roberts. I'm here with Olivia Troutman. She's an OU women's gymnastics freshman. Olivia, thanks for joining me today.
No problem.
All right, my first question for you is, you're a freshman. Why did you choose OU?
I chose OU because I love all the coaches and the facilities, and they have a great academic program, and I just fell in love with the school right when I got here.
So you're a freshman, you came into this already really good team, and you immediately started making an impact. What's that like, just making an impact immediately?
It feels amazing. The coaches had really worked on the details with me, and I just fell in love with the school when I got here.
You talked about OU's academics. What are you planning on studying while you're here?
I plan on majoring in health and exercise science, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet.
Cool. So you're originally from Minnesota. What's the biggest difference between Oklahoma and Minnesota?
I would say that in Minnesota they have a lot of lakes, and they don't really have much here. It's a little warmer here than it is in Minnesota.
So what do you miss most about living in Minnesota?
I would say like my friends and family. I miss them a lot, but I love it here.
One last quick question. What are your personal goals for this season?
My goals for this season is to, with the team, to win the national championship, and for myself, just keep getting better and keep performing to my best.
Well said. That's a minute. Thanks.
If you haven't yet, you can watch Olivia and the rest of the women's gymnastics team Friday in the Perfect 10 Challenge. Wednesday, the women's basketball team needs Sooner fans to come and get loud in Lloyd Noble Center. And Thursday, the softball team starts another tournament. You can catch those games on ESPNU. And if you're going to be around Norman this weekend, be sure to head down to L. Mitchell, and you can watch the baseball team open up against Cal Poly. But this last weekend, track and field were in action. They brought home some hardware. Lauren, can you break that down for us?
Yeah, well, it was 3 meets in 3 different states for both the OU men's and women's track and field teams. But it all started in Ames on Friday when freshman Haley Herberg broke a 28-year-old school record in the 5,000-meter run. Not only that, but she's the first female Sooner to break 16 minutes with a 15:58.44. And then freshman Simone Washington stole the show in Fayetteville, leaping onto OU's all-time top 10 program marks list with a 6.03-meter long jump. Men Langdon Williams and Golden Eek also had top 10 finishes in the long jump. And then meanwhile in Norman, the Sooners racked up 11 event victories, including both the men and women taking the title for the 400-meter dash and the men and women taking the title for the 800-meter run. Now they're preparing for the Big 12 Indoor Championship that will be on February 22nd in Lubbock. So they're doing really well bringing in those wins for the Sooners.
Good stuff from track and field there. Men's and women's tennis are both in action on Saturday. They both won as well. Huge weekend for OU sports. The 18th-ranked men took on Cornell up first. After dropping the doubles point, took 4 out of 5 singles matches to win that one 4-2. The women's team had Arizona State to deal with. They won by the same score, 4-2. That improves them to 5-1 on the season. That's their best start ever under head coach Audra Cohen. So cool stuff there. Both teams will have SEC foes up next. The men will head to Fayetteville to take on Arkansas. The women will have Texas A&M here on Sunday. So good stuff from tennis as well. Every team's winning. That's good stuff.
They're all winning.
Well, up next, our guest may have a few pointers for your golf game. And I don't know if you guys know this Kyler Murray guy, but he won a pretty special award back in December. So we're going to have more on that next. Murray followed in the footsteps of Baker Mayfield after filling his cleats for OU. He won the most prestigious individual award in college football, and SportsPad's Colin Kennedy was there. So let's take a look.
The 2018 Heisman Trophy is awarded to Kyler Murray of Oklahoma University.
With Kyler Murray traveling to New York to join college football's most elite fraternity, his journey would officially begin and end with success. But it was the middle that made him truly humble.
I have not heard of Kyler Murray. I'm sorry, but you're not a Texas high school football fan. Kyler Murray. 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 Kyler Murray.
As you can see, expectations were sky high early on. Kyler Murray finished with a perfect 42-0 record in high school with 3 state titles and a Gatorade Player of the Year award. He then went on to Texas A&M, where he had an up-and-down start to his freshman year, but after a reportedly heated exchange between Murray and then head coach Kevin Sumlin, plus inconsistent playing time and several benchings, he made the decision to transfer and wait. Wait behind eventual legend Baker Mayfield, who was granted an extra year of eligibility, and not only kept Kyler on the shelf, but basically made him an afterthought.
I've loved this game my whole life. I've played it my whole life. So, not being successful my freshman year and then, having to sit, the past 2 years, I couldn't go out like that.
And he didn't. He eventually got his chance, and once he did, he ran away with it. Literally. Murray put up Mayfield-like numbers and had more yards of total offense himself than half of teams in Division I FBS football, which led him to New York, where he was eventually rewarded with hardware. Now, for the University of Oklahoma, that makes 7 Heisman Trophy winners and adds another chapter in the storied history of OU football. While it's easy to look at this moment from a broad perspective, I think the head man Lincoln Riley said it best. Tonight, this night, is Kyler's night.
This is not about any of the other ones before, any of the other ones that may happen in the future. This one's about Kyler.
And that is just how it should be. Colin Kennedy,
Sooner Sports Pad.
Now it's time to hear from our guest, Riley Casey.
Good to see you again, man. How excited are you just to get back out there, start the spring schedule?
I've been waiting all break for it. It's been a lot of fun trying to practice, get back to the level, and I'm ready for us to leave for this next tournament.
For sure.
Great. Well, kind of about that, which tournament are you looking most forward to? I know you've got Puerto Rico and Vegas and all that coming up.
The one we're looking the most forward to is obviously the national championship at the end of this year.
Let's go.
At the beginning of the year, that's the one we always have our sights set on, and that's the most important one to us.
I love the confidence right there. So 2 years ago, the team won the title. Obviously, last year came up a little short. What can you take from last year, apply to this year, and make sure you get back to the top this time?
I mean, just the frustration and not being able to make it to the final match, not being able to hoist the trophy again, just motivates us all even more to work harder, practice longer, and make sure that we have that opportunity again this year.
Very nice.
Definitely.
All right, well, what's it like playing for a coach like Ryan Hybl? Give us a little insight there.
What?
Sorry. What's it like playing for a coach like Ryan Hybl?
It's awesome. I won't say he is the best coach in college golf by far. He pushes us when he needs to, but whenever he needs to lay off a little bit and let us figure it out on our own, he does that.
In your mind, what's going to be the biggest key to this team being successful, if you can pinpoint it to any one thing?
Short game for us. That's that held us back towards the end in the fall. If we can get that going, we will stay competitive in every tournament and have a chance to win.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's right. I'm here with Tyler, and he has a quick question for you.
Who is your favorite pro golfer and why?
Favorite? My favorite is Tiger Woods has always been my favorite. I mean, he changed the direction of the game. If you look at it before he came on tour to where it is now, everyone has much more opportunity thanks to what he was able to do.
Well, it is time for us to take another break, and when we come back, our analysts are going to face off. You won't want to miss it.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to our cornerstone television partners, OU Medicine, Anheuser-Busch, OU Extended Campus, and our community partners, Landers Auto Group, Devon Energy, Coca-Cola, and OU Medicine.
They're going to debate various sports topics that I give them, but our audience gets to pick who the winner is. So you guys ready for this?
I think so. I'm ready to beat Josh.
Let's do it.
Okay, I like it. I like the confidence. So earlier today, Kyler Murray let us know that he's all in for football. He's not pursuing baseball at all. So my first face-off question for you guys is, where do you think he will be playing football next year?
All right. Well, I was super excited to hear that now we'll get to watch Kyler play on Sundays, of course.
Gonna keep on
so
going.
I'm going to go with a team that could really, really use his athleticism, and that's the Miami Dolphins. They've got a fresh new coaching staff and new head coach Brian Flores and a new offensive coordinator in Chad O'Shea. And they could also use a refreshing in the QB position as well. They're leaning a lot more towards moving away from Ryan Tannehill, and they could use the spark that Kyler definitely has showed us here at Oklahoma. Plus, I mean, Kenny Stills, he's their wide receiver, and why would you not want to see some Sooner magic in Miami? I think it'd be so much fun to watch that and watch them connect. But, a lot of people think that they should hold out and wait to rebuild in the 2020 draft. But I think, why would you pass up an opportunity like Kyler Murray? He's 1 in a million.
Yeah, for sure. It's not a bad pick.
K1 in a million.
Not a bad pick. I'm going to go with a little bit of a sneaky pick. Some people haven't talked about as much. The Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, watch for Cincinnati Bengals. Andy Dalton's not the answer there. I think we all know that at this point. They need to move on from Andy Dalton. You have Joe Mixon, Sooner great, 1,000-yard rusher last year. You have a great receiving duo in A.J. Green and Tyler Boyd. Tyler Eifert's a great tight end if he can stay healthy. Got some playmakers on the defense. Got a good young head coach. Zach Taylor came from the Rams. I think you put Kyler Murray on the Bengals, could be a sneaky great fit. And plus, he gets to share the same state and go against his buddy Baker twice a year. It's a match made in heaven. Kyler Murray to the Bengals. Let's make it happen.
That's an interesting pick.
I think it
Wouldn't
works.
have thought of
They
that.
pick 11, so he'll probably still be there.
That's
They might have to
true.
trade up, but they have a shot.
Okay, well, we'll find out soon enough where he will be playing. But I'm here with Katie now, and she's got your second face-off question.
All right, you guys, who is your NBA MVP?
All right, good question. Well, I mean, I know there's a lot of Houston fans here in Oklahoma. Are there any here tonight? Yeah, I hear some right there. So I'm going to go with James Harden for the back-to-back MVP pick. He's playing at a ridiculously historical level right now, averaging 36.6 points, almost 8 assists, and 7 rebounds per game. And he's almost 87% from the free throw line. He's had at least 30 points in his last 29 games, and he has single-handedly put the Rockets back on the map with what was an absent Chris Paul. You know, there's a lot of haters out there, but I think it's really hard to ignore what he's doing in the league right now. He's consistent, and he's really proving himself again for the second time this year.
Yeah, 36 points a game on like 60 shots and 30 free throws or so. But I'm going to go, it's definitely the man right up here the road, Mr. PG-13. Paul George is the MVP of the NBA. He's more efficient than Harden, has a better field goal percentage than Harden, a better three-point percentage than Harden. He's the best defensive player in the league. He's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. He leads the NBA in steals. And by the way, Thunder and Rockets, they just played each other on Saturday. Paul had more points than Harden, more rebounds, more assists, fewer turnovers, and the Rockets blew a 26-point lead and the Thunder won the game. So I'm going to go with Paul George as the MVP for sure.
I think that might have been the strongest case you've ever made on Sports Pad.
Because it's easy. It's an easy case to make.
Dang, you were ready for that one. Really came at her for that.
Anytime I get a chance to hold the Thunder,
Gunning for this face-off win. But okay, third one. Show me your viral videos. Impress me, Lauren.
All right, well, while we're already on the basketball topic, I think everyone needs to see the ending to this Missouri State-Illinois State game last night. Check this out. All right, so Missouri State is down by 2 at this point, 65-63. They're scrambling all for the ball, and finally Jared Dixon just lobs one up there at the end of the game, makes the point, wins the game. I mean, that was pretty fun. We've all seen buzzer beaters before, but the best part was all the scrambling. I was like, what is happening? Is anything going to happen?
Yeah, I always love buzzer beaters. I don't know how familiar everybody is with Bill Walton. He's an NBA legend. He does TV, basketball, and he's for ESPN. He was doing a game the other day with Dave Pash's partner. It was Dave's birthday, and they were saying happy birthday to him, and Dave said, hey, you should eat this cupcake with the candle still lit. And so Bill Walton said, okay, because he'll do anything. So let's see what happened, and then we'll break it down.
Happy birthday, happy birthday. What's your name in there?
Take a bite out of it while it's lit.
While it's lit?
Say, oh, I'm kidding. I can't.
How about the face plant here?
I can't believe this man just ate a lit candle, but he'll do whatever. He'll do anything, and he brings some entertainment to some honestly, some pretty boring Pac-12 games. So we'll take it.
Yeah, I bet he's not feeling too good today. That seems a little painful.
He's probably eaten worse than that, so we're good.
Yeah, has Bill Walton ever said no to anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that's why they keep him on. He livens up the games a little bit, like you said.
For sure, especially those Pac-12 games. Sheesh.
Okay, well now it's time to vote for who you think the winners are. Our audience is going to cheer the loudest for who they think won face-off. So if you think it was Lauren, let's hear it. Okay, that was pretty strong. All right, if you think Josh was the winner of face-off, let's hear it.
Paul George. Is that right?
No, I think it was you.
That was closer. But I heard a lot louder cheers for Josh this time.
Yeah, OKC.
It was the OKC.
I'll never win again. It's fine.
Sorry about that,
I've
Lauren.
accepted it.
But that's all we have for right now. If you stay with us, we're going to test how well OU Golf's Riley Casey really knows about his sport. You won't want to miss it. Stay with us. For our guest Riley Casey, and he's going to go against journalism student Parker, and we're going to see who's going to win this. So how do you feel going against Parker on this?
Feel pretty good. I think I know a little bit about golf.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, well, I know Parker, and he knows like a little bit about a lot of stuff, so he might give you a run for your money.
All right.
How do you feel, Parker?
I mean, I figure the odds are stacked against me going against a golfer, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, first question. We're going to get going. Question number 1. Who won the Masters last year? Was it A, Jordan Spieth, B, Ricky Fowler, C, Patrick Reed, or D, Bubba Watson?
C, Patrick Reed.
Okay.
It's an easy one. Yeah, I'll go with Reed as well.
All right. 1 for 1. Okay, question number 2. Who is famous for wearing red on Sundays? A, Paul Casey, B, Tiger Woods, C, Justin Thomas, or D, Phil Mickelson?
I'll have to say Tiger Woods.
Tiger?
Figure if Tiger Woods is his favorite golfer, he probably knows
Yeah,
it.
that's what I was thinking too. I wasn't going to give any hints, but I was thinking it. Let's see.
Yeah.
They're both wearing
It is Tiger. All right, number 2. Question number 3. What golfer has a drink named after him? A, Dustin Johnson, B, Ryan Palmer, C, Kelly Craft, or D, Arnold Palmer?
D, Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer, okay.
I'm going D as well.
All right. That was a little bit easy. All right, this time I'm going to switch it up and ask Parker the question first. Question number 4. When did the PGA Tour begin? A, 1936, B, 1943, C, 1921, or D, 1921? Parker, you go first.
I'm going to go B.
B, and that was 1943?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what do you got?
Can you repeat the choices again?
A, 1936, B, 1943, C, 1921, or D, 1929?
I want to say 1936.
Okay, let's see. All right, well, you guys are both still tied up. We gotta break this tie. So question number 5. Who shot a hole-in-one in the 2017 Masters? Was it A, Sergio Garcia, B, Justin Rose, C, Matt Kuchar, D, Ryan Moore? Parker, you go first.
I'm going to go D, round 1.
Okay.
Ooh.
Tripped him up.
Thinking about it.
You can see it.
The wheels are turning.
Matt Kuchar.
Okay, let's see. So the answer is...
Suspense.
Oh, man.
Oh! We got time for another question. Question number 6. Where did Jordan Spieth go to college? A, OU, B, Georgia, C, Texas, or D, OSU? We'll go back to you for this one first.
C, Texas.
Okay.
Sadly.
He's a longhorn.
Oh, no. Okay, let's see. You're both right. So Riley takes the win on this because Parker missed one question. That was a good fight you put up, though. But be sure to join us again next week right here on Monday. Make your Monday a little bit better. Thanks for tuning in.